All right, so here's the auxiliary gas tank. I took out the fuel sending unit, which is this piece right here, and it was really corroded, but I was able to get it working correctly. I believe this piece still works, hopefully, because I don't know if they still make it. I covered up all the openings so it doesn't leak cleaner in water. And the next step is I'm going to use this stuff, super clean, to get off the residual gasoline, old gasoline, and any debris that's moving around in there. Get it out of there, and then I'll bring it back in, and we'll pour some vinegar in the tank. And when I do the cleaning, I'm not going to film the cleaning because it's just too messy in water, and I got the camera equipment. I don't want to get it wet. I'm going to use some of this aquarium gravel, maybe a quarter of the bag, and use it to knock off some of the rust. And I did film the inside of this tank with that scope, and I will insert that in a second. And then after that, I'll get the main tank, the visible gas tank, and show you what I'm going to do to that. And then, so here's the scope footage. So here's the main tank. Outside's really filthy. I can't wait to get it clean. I need to remove these, or be able to remove these gauges. So I'm going to take these 4 Allen bolts out. I think these might be. Is it only the bottom 2 that hold this on? Feels weird. Let's see. That was weird. Oh, it just pops in. So I was turning that for nothing. Anyway, this is the visible gas tank, and it's not as bad, but it's still dirty. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to this thing, except I probably won't use the rocks because I don't know how difficult it's going to be able to get them back out. I don't think the other tank will be bad, but this one might be bad. So I got these cleaned up. Now I'm going to add some white vinegar, especially to this tank. This is the tank I'm most concerned about. Wow, that took 2 bottles of this stuff. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Oh well, I'm not going to do the main tank then. I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to leave this set overnight and then come back tomorrow and rinse it out. So it's been a couple of days since I put vinegar in this tank, and since then I've shot a little video of the inside of this tank, which I'll insert right here. I can't use any type of sealer on this tank because this is not like your typical motorcycle gas tank. This petcock, most of this petcock is part of this tank, and there are tubes inside of the tank. One's an input tube that's behind a stainless steel mesh that draws gasoline out of the tank, and the other tube is an output tube that comes out right here. And if I try to put sealer in here, it's going to ruin that stainless steel mesh on the input tube, and it might, I don't know, it might clog the tubes. I don't know. So I don't want to put sealer in this gas tank. And it's kind of the same story on the other tank. There are tubes inside this tank, and I think that I'm trying not to position myself so I screw up the audio again. It was important I think, to the Honda engineers to lower the center of gravity on the bike using the fuel tanks. But I also think it was just as important to them that the tank look a certain way, and because of that, this gas tank is just shaped weird. And when I put cleaning solution and water in here, I had a really hard time getting all the water out. It wasn't just a matter of just positioning the tank in one position. It's all going to drain out. It didn't want to drain out. I had to keep moving the tank quickly to get the water to go out the outlet hole that's in the back here. So, and even when I turned the gas tank upside down to try and get it to come out of here, it wouldn't come out. It didn't naturally. Gravity did not force the liquid to go to this point or the other point. You had to force it to go out. So I would never put, if you're doing a tank like this, I would never put rocks in this tank to clean it. And I don't think you can use a sealer in this tank. I'm certainly not going to try, because I think it was hard enough to get the water out. And if you used a liquid that was thick, had a higher viscosity, like in motor oil, that's just going to make it even worse. So definitely not putting sealer in these tanks. One thing I still need to do is clean this petcock. And I ordered a gasket for it, but it hasn't gotten here yet. So I guess I'll put the gasket on right before I install this in next week's video. One thing I wanted to mention was I keep seeing these videos on YouTube, which I think are clickbait. And they're videos announcing that Honda's going to re-release a 2025 Honda VTX1800. And for those of you who don't know, the 1800 was a cruiser V-twin motorcycle built by Honda from around 2002 to 2009. And it's pretty popular. I think they sold a lot of them, but yeah, there's videos claiming that Honda's going to re-release it, which is false. Honda has not mentioned anything about releasing the V-twin VTX1800. So it's just bogus clickbait. So don't pay attention to it. And if it is right, if somehow Honda does release that model, they completely guessed, because Honda has not released any news about releasing a VTX 1800. I have to spray this, but I don't want it. I was hesitant to even do this today because I didn't want to take this gasket out without having a new replacement gasket. Let's see. That's the outlet. That's the input. What do I do with the rag? All right, back with the rag and out with the this seal or gasket. They call it a gasket. So it looks like 3 seals melted together. I really need to take a brush to this and clean it up. Let me get a... There's a gasket scraper to clean this off, if I can. The heck is that? Anyway, that's good enough. I'm going to take a brush to this off camera. I don't want to do it on camera because the brush is going to flip stuff everywhere. But anyway, that's it for today. Next week, I'll install the gasket, put that back together, and reinstall this on the bike. So, thanks for watching.